Hello, ladies. Welcome to another Motherhood Reflections here on Legacy Faith Media. Today, we're going to be talking about the importance of having godly mentors in our life and also talking about qualifying those mentors before we take in and receive those things into our heart that they share with us. So, first, I want to share a verse from Proverbs 11:14, and it says, "In the multitude of counselors, there is safety." When we have people who have been there and done that and walked through the trenches that we are now walking through, speaking truths into our lives, it is so helpful and it's safe, right? But the Proverbs were not written as absolute truths. They were written as general truths and statements that are almost always accurate and true. So when it says in a multitude of counselors there is safety, that doesn't mean that if you go to 100 people, just any 100 people, and you ask them about something, and then you were to find the average advice that they gave and go with that, that's not going to always be safe for you, right? So you want to qualify your counselors. You want to make sure that these are wise, godly people that have the fruit of the Spirit in their life. They have the fruit of a life of somebody who is actually walking with the Lord and in good fellowship with Him. So I just want to give you a bad example first. I knew, so she was an unbeliever, and it was really sad, this story. It's it just breaks my heart thinking about it still. But she was a teenager, and she was telling me about some relationship advice that she had found and was practicing that was really unhealthy. And she was telling me what she was doing, and I was like, well, why would you do that, And she said, oh, well, I read it in Cosmopolitan, and they said that I should do this, and that was her authority on relationship advice, and it just broke my heart. It was an opportunity to share the gospel a little bit with her at the time, but I was really heartbroken because this was where she was getting her advice from, and she was looking at it as an authority on relationship advice. I really strongly encourage you, qualify the places and people that are speaking into your life and giving you advice. I will look to women who I see have a strong knowledge of the scriptures, who have a godly life. I look at, the fruit of their parenting. I look at the relationship with their husbands, and then I will receive, from them from there. But we really need to be careful in that. So I just want to encourage you, qualify the counselors that you have, the mentors that you have speaking into your life and into your heart. That's really important. And Titus 2 speaks to that. If you look in Scripture and you read the beginning of Titus 2, it talks about characteristics and things that we should be teaching older women and younger women, but it says that the older women may teach the younger women to love their husbands and their children. So it's really important for us as moms, and I think you'll all agree that we like to talk to each other. We like to ask each other advice. This is how we process information. And sometimes even, I don't know about you, but when I'm talking to somebody about, I need help, this is what's going on, even as I'm saying it, it's I'm already learning what I need to do, because women process things by talking to each other. And so when you have an older woman who has been through that thing and is on the other side, they have so much wisdom that they can share. I mean, even, and I'm sure you can relate to this, when you have a little baby and older women are coming up to you constantly saying, enjoy them when they're little because they grow up so fast. And I just thought, okay, they have nothing else to say, so this is the thing that you say to make conversation with young moms. I just thought it was kind of a conversation starter or piece. And then as my kids were growing and really growing fast, and I have a 12-year-old, and I see how the time has flown, and I have these little ones, I'm like, oh my goodness. And now I'm telling the moms, enjoy them when they're little because they grow up so fast. And it's true. And so when you have these older women, if they speak something into your life or they have something to share, they're speaking from experience. And so that is really, really to be treasured and valued, and not taken lightly. So I really just want to encourage you, if you do not have a mother mentor in your life, somebody that can speak truth and encouragement and wisdom into your life, seek that out and ask the Lord, pray and ask Him to give you one. Because I'll tell you, I have had to look multiple times for mentor women. We're a military family, and so we're moving around constantly, and I always find my mentor mom, and I'm like, oh, I never want to leave you. You've been such a help to me, and then we're about to move again. I just think there's no way, I'm going to find somebody as good as this mentor. And I just, then I'm like, Lord, you've always provided this for me in the past, and I just have to pray and ask Him, Lord, will you please just give me a good mentor, a good encourager, and also help me to be an encouragement to somebody. Give me somebody that I can mentor along the way. So I want to encourage you in both areas. Find someone who is a few steps ahead of you, who has good godly fruit in their life, and then also find somebody who maybe is a few steps behind you that you can encourage along and help them along the way. I hope that you found this encouraging and helpful. If you did, please hit the like button below and consider subscribing to our channel, because I would love to continue to encourage you weekly here on parenting and how to love your family and leave a legacy of faith behind to your children. God bless you, and I look forward to seeing you next Monday. Bye-bye.